Okay, guys, I've been sitting around here for about maybe 30 minutes now, trying to think about what I want to play next. This is actually going to be a really tough choice. So this is, of course, the beginner's road to greater player, not the advanced version. So naturally, you'd expect a lot simpler combos and a lot more basic stuff. However, given what, sorry, let me explain this. The whole point of the beginner's greater player run is that it starts off teaching you all the fundamentals, and then it leads to a harder I guess later half of the run. We're almost in the period now where we're actually running out of like the easier combos to do. So, and I'm trying to ration them out so that you guys don't go insane in the later ends of the run. So I'm going to try to keep mixing mage and melee until I finish uh, the entire run. I don't know what I'm saying. Like, sorry, for some reason my brain just stopped thinking. But essentially, I just want to point one thing out. This run won't have Barakians, Ogres, or Deep Dwarves most likely until the very end. I want to wait and see if they unfuck the game. It's very unlikely, but I will see. So I will hold off on Ogre or Deep Dwarf. Ordinarily, I would be a lot happier about this run because the Ogre and Deep Dwarf are very solid races, but now they've been kind of thrown into question as to whether they want to be played as like certain races. And you've kind of lost the Ogre for a melee race. You now have to play him basically mage if you like winning, basically, because that's what they put all the EXP into. All the EXP is on mage now, even though you don't want to play a mage. You got to play a mage now. There you go. If you don't want to play a mage, then you're playing polearm ogre, and that's not fun at all. So I don't want to play merfolk because I feel like that's too. I want to keep that for scowl, which is another melee start, which I don't want to do just yet. I kind of want to do a demigod or a Naga fire elementalist, and I was thinking a little bit more about this, and I honestly believe that demigod should go with Wanderer. And the reason why, there's two real reasons. First of all, it's a meme run, which is like one thing that new players when they're first foraging through the internet for resources will hear a lot about Demigod Wanderer, mostly because of the Reddit memes. But um, it's one of those races where like I don't really have a plan for that race. It's kind of like human, so I'm just gonna chuck it with Wanderer and see what happens. But I guarantee you now that Naga I was thinking of going Naga Fire Elementalist or Naga Venom Mage, but Venom Mage has a new start, so I'm actually thinking more Venom Mage. In terms of Fire Elementalist, I haven't really thought about it, but like I said, this is like where the run starts getting a little bit more iffy. Uh, it's not as like easily set out as it used to be. So we are going to be taking a little bit more time discussing what kind of combos you can do. And I suggest at this point, if you're confident enough, please, sorry, actually no, not even if you're confident enough. If you're playing enough that you don't have to pay attention to my combos, win whatever you can. Don't feel bad about winning a game because you can always fix that on the fly. Just if you are really stuck as to what to play next, just ask me in the comments. I'll help you out. Just tell me what races you've done, what races you haven't done. You know what I mean? I'll try to get you a combo that's the next one that's easier for you, or something that is convenient to do and will leave you with the best possible outcome. Finishing the greater player run generally tends to be a mix and match style. You tend to not have as many like optimal combos like Centaur Hunter and Spriggan Enchanter. You tend to not have that much stuff. You have to make compromises. It's all about compromise. So here Naga Venom Mage isn't exactly a compromise because Naga tends to be very good at Venom, but Venom Mage in general is a very weak book start, if only because come with um, it doesn't come with any. Sorry, that distracted me. It doesn't come with any. Damn, I keep losing my train of thought because I've been thinking so much about this that it's like really hard for me to kind of order my thoughts now. Basically, Naga Venom Mage has absolutely no way of dealing with undead, derived undead, Arpoids enemies, and all that kind of crap. Like Grinder will kill us in one shot. Nagas come with is one of the first gimmick races that we're really going to be playing that has one gimmick that's actually quite bad for us. So Nagas come with like across the board stats, absolutely even Stevens, nothing. They come with just a bunch of random mutations, and the most dangerous of which is the slow. So these guys are naturally slower. That means you can't run away. You do not have the opportunity to run. Additionally, you can spit poison. which is pretty much of useful. It's kind of like a stronger Sting in the early game, which is good. Later on, they become a little bit more effective, but right now they're absolutely at their weakest, which is why Naga Venomage is supposedly not supposed to be too terrible. Naga Venomage Venomages tend to be very strong in the early game, but not that strong later on, as they say. But the reality is, without a melee weapon of some kind, this character is going to be struggling a lot. No blink, no access to the spell blink, no like defensive ability, nothing. We don't have much. It's mostly a shit show. So like I said, if you feel like you're struggling with this, go ahead and play Naga Wizard. It's gonna make your late game harder because you're gonna have to play something stupid like Octopode Venom Mage, but it's up to you. It really depends on what you can do at this stage in the game. But Naga Venom Mage does have a pretty good chance of honestly like working out. Okay, what is this lag? Alright, so I'm gonna do a pretty weird start. I'm gonna level up stealth, and the reason why is because +5 stealth on a Naga is pretty much one of the. Oh shit! Whoa, 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 whoa! We got teleported. So that's ordinarily a instant death, but we got really lucky there. I'm gonna go ahead and pick up these stones. Essentially, we need to play this as optimally as we possibly like can be bothered to, because a lot of this is gonna be relying on RNG. I know it sounds really like bullshit, like, oh yeah, of course it's RNG, you fucking noob. But no, it's actually kind of RNG. Naga's like, if you aren't careful, you'll have a situation where you literally can't escape because you are slower than people. So you have to be quite careful about how you use vision and like all your abilities. So I'm going to pick up Poisonous Vapors, and the reason why is because it's actually supposedly a very strong ability. I've yet to test it, but if you can get it on a melee enemy and then stand there and tank it, they will actually get destroyed. So it has the potential to be incredibly strong, but we need a melee body for it, which makes this not a great idea. But at the very least, it's a level 2 spell. It takes over Cure Poison, which previously had left the Poison book kind of lacking a level 2, even though obviously Cure Venom is not the best level 2. Still not that great. So the reason why Venom Mage is not considered too great, I'm going to get Int for sure, 100%. Mephitic Cloud is also amazing at this stage in the game. Getting a D1 Mephitic Cloud is pretty insane, so it's definitely good. I think that it's actually relevant for us to train Air Magic as well at some point. I guess for now we'll leave it off, but we'll train it eventually. Actually no, Conjuration should go off in favor of Air Magic. I think that Mephitic and Poison Vapors are more important than Sting. Anyway, returning to my previous train of thought, the reason why Venom Mage tends to be really good, really bad, is because their venom doesn't work on things that are poised or immune. And in the early game, that is a not amazing list of enemies, but a decent list, like Oozes, Undead, certain uniques, like Grinder. There's a couple more, I don't remember them, but it does kind of hurt. So you will be, at times, struggling to kill enemies, especially if you can't melee them. Poison Breath is, again, really strong, but because of... Okay. God, I'm lagging so bad, guys. I'm sorry. It's like breaking my train of thought. Okay, a Wand. That's potentially game-winning for us. Enslavement. Okay, that's less game-winning, but it's still decent. I think it's still worth... No. We definitely want to check out what this is. +4 ring of intelligence as well. That's pretty good. So, yes, Naga's Venom Mage is incredibly strong against enemies. What is going on right now? I'm lagging like all hell. Oh, God, sorry guys. I'm gonna shoot my Poison Breath. Okay. Wait, really? The Poison Vapors just poisons him? It doesn't even like stay as a cloud? That's so shit. What? Did I overestimate the power of the spell? If you can't tell, I'm lagging to all shit. I can't tell what's going on anymore. Okay. Yeah, okay. Maybe this is my internet, honestly. Like, it's been going on for a couple of days now. Someone else would have reported it if it wasn't me. Oh my god, Christ. Ugh. God, that lag is so bad. Alright, well we'll try to get to Temple, I guess, and then we'll finish it there. Because this is just unplayable. Like, this is... Like I'm not even like pressing buttons at this point. Look, I pressed 2 buttons and I backed off. Press 1 button. Like that's really unbearable. I can't play this. Oh god. Okay. Well, this is just embarrassing, but whatever. Okay, there we go. We came back a little bit. I don't know what these lag spikes are all about, but it's really fuck. It's lagging again. God damn it! Like, please. I just want to live. Alright, so Poison Vapors seems to be really effective against, like, level 1 enemies, but then again, so is Sting, so I don't really know what that really is. I mean, it's Smite targeted, which is very unique for a level 2 spell, but at the same time, it's still probably not that great. I mean, it's good, but I don't know. It's not the thing that saves Venom Mage for sure. It's still, it fits with the theme too well, I guess. So it doesn't have any, like, outside use, other than just being an AoE Sting. So that's a Dagger of Draining. I actually want to try to, like, kill him. But we can't run away. Okay, that was great. Poison Vapors was amazing there. It just basically one-shot him. So this Dagger of Draining is going to be our big melee weapon. And it might actually be prudent for us to train Short Blades for a little bit. And you might be like, what? On a mage? Yeah, it might be. Because like I said, the main goal is to find some kind of way to kill enemies without having to rely on poison magic. Because poison magic has its flaws. Like, basically from D1, you have to plan around it. As you can see here, Sting and Poison Breath is pretty strong. I use Poison Breath every single turn that it's up and I'm in range, but I don't go to... Jesus Christ, why? Okay, so that ghost there is going to 100% kill us. We actually have no possible answer to that, and this is also going to possibly kill us. Like, we don't have a single answer to that ghost. We can't melee it, and we can't do anything really, and we can't run from it either, so... Ah, shit, that was dumb. Oh, we need to fear him. Yeah, okay. We actually killed Terrence, I think. Yeah, we did. Nice. So double Poison Vapors hit him for a lot of poison damage, and then we just feared him, and he ran away and died. Wow, he ran really far. Wow, he walked off. He just took a dive. So the second we see that ghost, we might be dead. So we need to stay as far as away as possible from that ghost, the last known position of that ghost. Poison Vapors actually seems to be doing pretty well. It looks like at higher power, it has a chance of actually leaving a little poison cloud, which is what I hoped it would be. If it's like that, it's actually not bad. Oh no, it actually only has to work on a monster. Okay, never mind. It's not as good as I hoped it would be, but it's still not horrible, I guess. Okay, so at this point, right now, I think that we can probably turn air magic off, but I'll keep it on for a little bit longer. One of random effects is not good enough for us to handle that ghost, so we are definitely looking to skip this floor ASAP. We are, however, not certain as to like the location of all the downstairs, which is kind of scary as well. I don't want to be like put in a bad spot. We're only on D4, I guess. All right, this looks like a pretty decent place. So once we clear this area out, oh shit. Okay, let's just Poison Vapors and hopefully just please. Okay, Mephitic here is gonna be great. Mephitic is a really good spell in the early game, but it loses its usefulness after a little while. So I don't try to like think too hard about using it. Okay, that's okay. We need to definitely not be anywhere near that ghost. We can't escape it because we don't have a scroll. Oh no, we have scroll to tally now. That's pretty good. Oh fuck. Oh man, this is really bad. Okay, I need to Mephitic this. Okay, I really need to Mephitic. Thank you. I'm gonna have to hit him with, yeah, Poison Breath. That was good. So as you can see, Mephitic is quite strong. It just requires a little bit of time to work because it doesn't work on like certain enemies, such as R-poise enemies and enemies that don't have to breathe. So gotta be a bit careful. God, the lag is so bad. This Halberd of Protection is not horrible, but I think it swings possibly too slow. We'll keep it with us, and we'll hit once, and we'll see if it works. against certain enemies, it might be possibly really good. But as you can see here, like, it doesn't seem to be that. Okay, let's try to head towards the potions, because those might be the lifesavers we need. I mean, at least this Naga can, like, haste and stuff, so it's not horrible. But we actually need to find haste for it to be effective. Ah, fuck. Okay, so what's this? This is a amateur Hillock fighter. We have absolutely no way of dealing with this enemy. Okay, doesn't seem to be hitting me very much. That's good. I mean, for a second there I thought maybe the might potion was good, but I also feel like that's suicide. Because even if I'm might, it doesn't make me any better. If I'm already shit at melee, then I'm still going to be shit at melee, even if I'm, you know, handling things okay on this end. Let's just skip the floor for now. Oh, that's just really BL. Okay, we managed to escape thanks to our high stealth. I'm using the stealth, the +5 stealth for the Naga to escape the attention of certain enemies, which will help me with a lot of things. Basically, I'm making up for my lack of movement speed by being able to run away from stuff before they see me. That's essentially the idea behind it. I mean, it's not the only right answer in terms of skilling, but it is possible that it is the best way to do so. Experiment with it yourself, see if it works. If it doesn't work, it doesn't work, it's fine. I essentially like to do it because I've been playing Naga for a while, and that's the way that I've come up with. That's my winning strategy, basically. Alright, so here's two enemies that actually cannot be hit by poison. I'm going to switch to the Halberd of Protection and just smack them down. The Halberd is not incredible here, mostly because it's so slow and I have so little polearms that it's not amazing. So there you can see the power of Noxious Vapors. I actually hit a whole bunch of those enemies before they even saw me. And because of that like little statue there, they had to go all the way around and they got wrecked because of it. Pretty good. Okay. So I'm actually gonna Mephitic here. Confused enemies have a chance of just straight up drowning if they enter deep water, because they can drown, you can't anymore. So that's good. So as you can see, I can just cleanly kill all those enemies. Clearly and cleanly. Probably shouldn't have backed off from the downstairs there, but I felt like it was a good choice at the time. Probably was not. I got punished pretty hard for it, but it's okay. Gonna have to go find that iguana. You might be like, oh, but why? He left. Well, mostly because I don't want any more enemies on the upstairs, and I'm about to use this location for an upstairs pull anyway. Not that downstairs, just this one. Okay, instantly lose half our health in one hit. That's very fun. Like, we literally didn't even get a chance to do anything there. We just got half health. Like, that's not... If you die to something like that, I don't think that's your fault, honestly. Like, I wouldn't judge. I think the centaur downstairs is the one that you have to actually, like, worry about the most. Okay, that's good. Centaur's confused. We need to sting him down. Pull this guy up. Poison breath and sting until he goes down. Basically just repeat the pulls until they all die. Oh my god. I'm lagging. Okay. I'm still lagging, apparently. What the fuck? Like, I don't know what this lag is, guys. I might have to reset my thing in a bit. It's only been 18 minutes, though, but I don't know. Like, I most likely will die at some point to lag. Alright, so I can't actually harm that Shadow Imp with the weapon I have, so I have to use this Halberd. Like I said, the Halberd is not a great weapon. It's too slow for me to use effectively. So I need to be very careful with the way I use it. I cannot abuse it. If that guy has a good... Oh my god, that's beautiful. Okay, now we got a real weapon. Now we're playing with actual weaponry here. That's pretty good. Okay. I'm going to go in here and I'm going to just check out what gods we have. So the last god I did was actually Sif, and I have yet to do a Vehemit game, so I probably will do Vehemit. It's also possible that I could pick Ashen Zarya. Ashen Zarya is not a bad pick. I actually like Ashen Zarya in my major. But I think for this case, I'm going to just go Vehemit, because we haven't done one yet. But as you can see, I've focused slightly more on the melee side than I normally would have on a mage. And that's only because melee is a good way of keeping this character alive. Okay, we need to get rid of this protection right now. Even if it's in combat, we have to get rid of it. -2 AC is horrendous. Okay, I think at this point we can probably look for an evaluation in our skills, but I think I'll finish this floor first, just to get myself a bit more XP, so I can make a better decision. 7 potions of lignification is actually quite good. Keeps enemies, or it will give me enough combat strength to actually kill stuff, which is nice. Okay, from here, the Buckler of Protection is definitely the one thing we really want. +4 shields. Wait, actually, can we even wield the Buckler? Wait, yeah, we can. Okay, so yeah, it only costs 2.4 skill to remove the penalty for it, so it's very, very cheap for this character, which is why I want it. Ooh, while we're here, we might as well pick up Ogrebs. I really like Ogrebs. And I'll put it on D. I'll explain that in a sec. Okay, actually, I'll explain it. I'll explain it now, I guess. So basically, Ogrebs is it's basically a stronger version of Poison Vapors, I guess. Like it used to be before Poisonous Cloud got removed, which is like last patch. It's still in Trunk. It used to be like a significantly better version than Poisonous Cloud. At 2 XLs lower and with no need to aim, I felt it was much, much stronger. And apparently I was right, because they just straight up removed Poisonous Cloud because it was useless. Speed Dex +2, that's not very good. That's alright, but I prefer to have this weapon. Anyway, so it's pretty strong. It's a it's like it just hits everything on the screen with poison. It used to poison yourself, which made it a lot less desirable, but nowadays it doesn't, so it's pretty damn good. So I think I'm actually going to pick this reflection up right now, and I'm going to start training shields, which makes me really wonder what do I need to not train. So I think at this point the air magic can probably go. The only thing we're training it for really is Mephitic. Poisonous Vapors is like 1% already, and I doubt it's going to get much stronger, so I don't care too much about it. Okay, and I think Stealth can come off soon, but we'll keep it on for now. We might want to train some invocation, some conjurations at some point, but I think for now our defense. Oh shit. Okay, I'm just gonna pull up here and then just smack him down. So as you can see, I abused the corner to kind of make up for the speed difference. That's just a very classic way of dealing with centaurs. Mages are less afraid of centaurs because they can actually handle it. Probably wasn't smart to Mephitic there, mostly because of the cloud, because of the noise of the spell. One thing you have to kind of notice as a spellcaster that is very squishy in melee is that you need to be mindful of how much noise you make, and how it affects all your stuff. Sorry guys, I'm trying to like get my point across, but for some reason my mind is not working. Today I had like, oh, fuck, there's Grinder. That's the one that I was like, he's gonna kill us. Okay, let's just hit him with. Fuck. Okay, actually no. Okay, that was great. Whew, that was pretty bad. I was hoping that I got him with a big bolt spell or something, and I would take him out in one shot and save me the trouble. Because honestly, that was like not something I was expecting to survive. I need to go upstairs right now. The mark will kill me 100%. Especially when I'm trying to run away from enemies that are all faster than me. As you can see, Sting is kind of losing its effectiveness. Anyway, so yeah, today I had like, ooh, Dagger of Venom, that's pretty good. Probably not good enough that we need though, but we will pick it up. God, that was, I don't know what's wrong with me guys, but I'm just like saying the, basically like, I had a whole bunch of like lucid dreams, today. Like at least I had 9 dreams. I think I can count 9. I can't remember all 9, but I can definitely count 9. 9 dreams that I had in one night. So basically, like I didn't sleep at all. I was just like active the whole time. It was insane. But yeah, I saw a lot of weird shit. I saw like a whole bunch of like stuff from my like childhood that I didn't even remember was there. But I was like, huh, I remember that. Yeah, let's bring it up. Poison magic at 10. I think I'm actually going to train Conjurations now. Honestly, probably better. Vehement will give us stuff really soon, and Poison Magic is almost dead, and Conjurations will still boost Venom Bolt, which is what we want eventually anyway. So it's like not a big deal. Oh, Wand of Acid, perfect. I'm going to ID that because I know that I want to use it in the early game. Like I said, wands are really good in the early game, pretty much awful in everywhere else. So it's best to use them when they're still effective. I'm going to hit this guy with the random effects, mostly because I know that it'll take out a lot of its health. And we'll be able to do something like that, where we just kind of finish it off in melee. I think more inters probably appropriate. I'm going to pull this guy up and try to smack him in melee. It doesn't work. Hit him with acid, finish him off. So as you can see, I'm using the acid to complement my weaknesses. Every time I find an enemy that I can't absolutely kill with my magic or my melee, I'll just acid wand it. It's pretty strong. Staff of Power is pretty good. I think I'll keep that on, and I'll leave the short sword on B, and that lets me drop a whole bunch of other stuff. Most of this stuff can actually go. This halberd's definitely going. Poison needles can go, I think. I don't think it's necessary. Flail of Crushing, probably not necessary, but I'll keep it just because it hits something that the electrocution won't, i.e. RLX enemies. Go ahead and ID some stuff. Enchant the short sword of electrocution for sure. Brilliant. Okay, we've got most things down. Nice. So the Venom Bolt is pretty much like the late game for this book. It's not amazing. It still suffers from the same issues as every other Venom spell in the entire school, in that it can't actually like get rid of stuff, but it's still good. Okay, let's actually go ahead and enslave this guy and make him fight Grinder and stuff. I mean, I doubt he's going to do anything useful, but we'll use him to just kind of soften him up, setting me up for the +4 attack on the Grinder, which gets me a free kill. The staff power is not amazing, but in the early game, magic MP is actually quite important, so having more MP is very good. Okay. So the shields are up now. That's pretty nice. Gonna actually turn it off now and train some fighting instead. Getting a bit more health will help us tank stuff a little bit better. Okay. Again, we have no spells that actually deal with these enemies, but we'll just try to pull one up, I guess. So as you can see, the +4, God, wake up, dude. The +4 short sword is actually like taking out enemies pretty easily, which is very nice for us. Oh shit. Okay. Let's try to pull them up into a corridor, and we can just kind of hit them with this acid wand. I don't want to hit them too much because if I get hit, I'll get drained. That's kind of a pain in the ass in the early game, so just trying to avoid it. But yeah, mostly the acid wand is really good early game, which is nice. And we get to recharge it, which is really awesome. 9 extra acid wands means acid wand charges is like very effective. Okay, that's another enemy that we can't actually fight. Let's put the protection from cold down, and okay, can we hit it with enslavement? Nice. Reason why enslavement is good is because we can kind of abuse it. Oh shit, we need a Mephitic here. I should have done that earlier, but I didn't. Essentially, the idea behind that is like you enslave the ice beast to make it fight something else, and then you finish it off when it's weakened, or if it dies, you finish off the thing that actually isn't R-poised. Here, though, I think it's easy to just acid wand it, and then finish it with the dagger. An acid wand will actually debuff it quite significantly, so it's actually not a bad choice to just keep fighting with the melee, because it'll be weaker and it'll do less damage. It's pretty good. Okay, flail, probably not that good compared to whatever we have. This +4, oh god. Okay, still gotta not be cocky in melee, it's probably not a good idea. Okay, I'm just gonna go ahead and like just poison the shit out of both of these guys. Do and Anduessa. So she can go berserk over there like a dog, but she'll die to poison. She might be berserk, but that's not gonna save her. Ooh, regen plus. Does make. Wait, what's our current spell? 10% to 14%? That's not bad. Oh, 24%. I guess we'll keep this. Whoops. God damn it. We got nothing on. I guess we'll keep this ring mail because it seems to be a bit stronger. I mean, it does cut our defenses down, our offense down a little bit, but we'll train some more poison magic and it'll probably sort itself out. I mean, poison arrow is the only real like poison spell that we care about anymore from now on. So, like, really, I shouldn't be putting too much more into poison, but I don't know. For the purpose of this early game, I think it's okay. It's acceptable. So we'll turn stealth off at 10. I think it's enough, and we'll get this book. Book of Cantrips. That's going to give us skeletons and apportation. So skeleton is mostly a spell you pick up and then you forget about. I'm just going to put my macro in. That just replaces my C button with animate skeleton, which is a little bit more helpful. I think at this point it's actually probably relevant to train a little bit of necromancy just to make that a little bit less cumbersome to use. And apportation I'm just going to leave. I don't need it yet. I just pick it up because it's one spell level. It doesn't matter. Like 90% of the time. Okay, this is an enemy that's really annoying to deal with. We don't really have a choice, but we can Venom Bolt it. Venom Bolt is like not quite piercing for Venom, but it's decent. It does like some damage, which is good. Even if you resist it, mostly, you still take a little bit. But it's not, by any stretch of the imagination, a good, like, overall spell. It's still very unbalanced because of how much poison it is. I don't think it has any, like, any real, like, non-poison factor to it. But it does work against poison enemies just because it still does a little bit of damage through people's poise, which is useful. Okay, that's pretty bad. We just want to kill Grum, but since that's not happening, we're just going to go down a different staircase. This might be the floor we die on, honestly. Like, a ghost and like a whole bunch of howler monkeys and stuff, that doesn't seem like a good combination. I highly doubt I can fight a ghost that was melee in its life. So I'm going to have to just see how this turns out. I really don't have an answer to it. I'm going to pull upstairs. Want to get the iguana with us. Okay. Didn't get any food, that's fine. We'll get some food over here. I mean, we had to use the ration, that's absolutely okay. I'm gonna go ahead and get some stuff ID'd. Can actually poison cloud that guy through the bush. The reason why is because he can't shoot at me at the time. He couldn't shoot at me at the time, sorry. So I thought it was pretty good. I mean, it was a decent choice. Gonna pull into this corridor here so that the scorpion can die behind from the poison without fighting me. Basically, anything that doesn't fight me right now is good for me to have. So, like, as you can see, this crocodile took like 3/4 of his health before it even came in contact with me, which is very useful. And it's still like very heavily poisoned as well. Scroll vulnerability. Nope, doesn't do anything for us. So here I can just like kind of max poison it with 2 or 3 poison vapors and then let my allies just kind of take the brunt of the attacks while they slowly die to poison. It's a pretty good tactic. This is a Gargoyle Berserker of Trog. I need to be aware that I need to, if I can blink out, I will. I'm going to hit him with a bunch of Acid Wand charges, and hopefully that's going to finish him off. Doesn't look like it. Guess we'll just teleport. Nope, we need to blink. I should have blinked first. Shit, okay. That was really good. Need to be careful of the double-headed ogre coming around from this side. Oh, he drank a potion of speed. Holy shit, that was scary. Okay, that was actually good because it ID'd our haste potion, which we can use again to deal with other enemies. But right now we actually don't have that much of a chance against a lot of these enemies. Okay, so what I'm going to do here is I'm going to Mephitic right here and here, and then I'm just going to hit him with as many venom spells as I can. Okay, we got destroyed here. We're going to have to teleport really early, but we're going to take out as many of those guys as we can while we were teleporting. Alright, so this is a reasonable floor to skip, but I just need to explore like a little bit more. I don't feel confident in just skipping this floor because the strategy for Naga tends to be very stair centric, so not having any stairs is like not a good choice for me. pretty much. Okay, Mephitic here will hopefully take care of one of them. God damn it, come on man. Thank you. Like, that was rude. Alright. We have used up, like, pretty much all of our acid. I made sure to keep one charge, but everything else is gone. So that means that this is definitely has to be a skip floor. But I will open up that vault. So I'm just going to go ahead and close the door on this guy. He's going to keep trying to open the door, and he gets poisoned enough that he dies. Pretty dirty tactic, but again, we got to play dirty. This is a dirty game. I'm going to go downstairs, noting that there is an ice beast behind us, but whatever, we have to do it, I think. I'm going to go ahead and poison vapors her at range when she gets close enough to Mephitic, and then just kind of smack her with other stuff. Our high-ish stealth actually lets us stab a little bit, which is really useful as well. When combined with Mephitic Cloud. Obviously it's not amazing stabbing, but it is stabbing, and that is higher damage than you would normally expect, which is quite useful. Plus 2 Ring of Dex is useless. With low stats at this point, completely irrelevant. Alright, so we've actually managed to handle most of the threats to Lair. The main issue now becomes how do we get through the mid game, and the answer is usually just going to be we need to pray to God that Vehemit gives us something really good, because if he doesn't we might be screwed. Oh wow, that was... Hello, I guess. The troll decided to just like pop up at the worst possible time. What a dickhead. Alright, Confusion Wand is not bad. Can actually use it on the ghost, but I doubt we're gonna have enough. If that ghost had MR, I wonder if it... I didn't actually check, so probably should. Whatever. I'm gonna use Mephitic here. One of the good things about Naga Venomage is that it's actually R-poise, so you can Mephitic yourself and not confuse yourself, which is quite useful. I've never actually discussed Vehemit, have I? Oh no, I have. I have in the first video of Deep Elf Conjurer. But essentially Vehemit is just all passives. It's no active abilities at all. But he does give you some spells, and he gives you mana regen on kill, which is useful. I was gonna make a note of that, but it's not that important. Like, he's just doing stuff in the background. Airstrike is something that's actually decent. Not amazing, actually. But I think at this point it's good enough that I can afford to... Whoops. I guess we'll put it on F. Like, I really don't want to train it because it's like shit. But it's something that will actually like get us through the lair area without fuss. Like, I don't want to be too fussy on my spells and end up dying. Like, against the Hydra, it might be our only option. So, I actually need to like... Don't want to act too like, you know, too cockily and like just be like, oh no, we don't need it, and then just get nothing. I mean, it's like a smite, but it's just not good. Mostly because I need to train air for it, and I don't have much air. Pretty unfortunate, I guess. Blowgun. Probably not worth training the throwing at this stage in the game. Could have been good had I got it like 3 or 4... Oh shit, we got screwed. We got RNG'd. We got RNG'd real bad. Okay, get away from the gargoyle. Make sure we don't get anywhere near that thing. Got a magic mapping as well. There's an upstairs over here. It's risky. We gotta do it. Absolutely cannot be anywhere near those floors. That's too much for us at this stage in the game. We don't have a chance against it, so gotta stay away. Alright, well, we managed to get to Lair. That's an achievement in and of itself, so congratulations to us. Oh, fuck, that was really bad. Oh my god, I may have just killed myself by misclicking. Fuck, I was just checking my skills. Not only did we lose a teleport, we also put ourselves in a pretty bad position. Thankfully, there's nothing too threatening here. We got pretty lucky. No Hydras. Oh, thank God. Jesus, that was really bad. But, okay. So essentially, this character is coming along decently, but the mid-game is going to be a bit iffy until he gives us something good. So we're going to be hoping that he provides us with some sick stuff. Vehemit, please. Probably could train some dodging soon, but I think that air magic is more important now while airstrike is still alive. We're going to play with the assumption that airstrike will be our main damage spell for the entirety of Lair. It's not a great assumption to play with, but I have to do it for a while. Just to make sure that I actually have like a spell that's capable of you know, killing enemies. But yeah, like apart from that, we've done decently well to get ourselves 2 layer one shot. Chant armor. That's gonna go on the buckler. It's pretty good. Yeah, everything else is pretty decent, I guess. Spells seem to be in okay shape. Airstrike is 10%, which is not bad, but the power is kind of low, I guess. Yeah, it's very low. We'll hopefully use a little bit better spells by the mid layer if the Hermit decides to give us some. I'd be really happy with any bolt spell, really. Like, even Bolt of Draining is fine. As long as I just get some bolt spell to get me through, it should be okay. Anyway, that's going to wrap it up for today. Thank you guys for watching. I apologize for the lag. It made me a little bit angry, but I got over it. I've been trying to play a bit slower so that we can all see it. And as you can see, 40 minutes is pretty slow, so there you go. But yeah, if you guys are wondering about Blue Scion stuff with Deep of Conjurer, that tutorial series, it's pretty well received so far, so I'm happy to keep recording it. But Blue has to actually spend some time to think about the things that I've taught her because apparently she isn't remembering them at all. And it does take time to like improve, so I don't really blame her. But it just means that we got to relax with the recording for a bit, give her a day or two, let her come back and see if she improves. Like it's a learning experience. It's not something that you can rush. So that's why you're going to see this video today and not the Deep Elf Conjurer Part 3. So anyway, thank you guys for watching, and I will see you all tomorrow.